Hey guys, welcome back to this video. Today I just want to talk about some sequels that I want more than anything. Now, even though I'm super excited for Breath of the Wild 2, it won't be on this list. The main reason is I want to talk about sequels that haven't been announced yet or we know we're not getting for a little. So with all that, these are my top 5 sequels that I want. Starting off with Xenoverse 3, while I love the first 2 games, I don't exactly want another one, or at least it to repeat what it already did. I think there are so many ideas, powers, and transformations that we haven't seen yet that a sequel just kinda makes sense to me. Also, taking the story in a different direction, like siding with the villains or just doing more wacky time cop stuff would be awesome. I don't really have too much more to say about this besides I just kind of want more and something different. So with that, Xenoverse 3, and moving on. Okay, so I don't know if this game needs a sequel, but I want another Devil May Cry game. I absolutely loved 4, and then when I played 5, it blew my mind. I didn't love everything in it, but I would love to see a new installment in the series. And based off of how well 5 did, we'll probably get one eventually. I just can't wait to see the new ways we get amazing combos and kick some demon ass. I will say, this one is kinda more for the story and seeing where my boy Nero goes next, but I'd be interested in seeing the new gameplay mechanics they come up with too. So with that, next. While all the other games are kinda straightforward on this list, this is my wild card, and that's Hyrule Warriors 2. And yes, I know we got Age of Calamity, and that's kind of a spiritual successor. I want a direct sequel to Hyrule Warriors, with Lana and all the new characters. I think this game is super slept on for a lot being not a mainline Zelda game. But it's so much fun, the music is incredible, and you can easily sink hundreds of hours into it. Now, I personally didn't love playing all of these characters, but I would love to see some weird picks from the sequel, like Ezlo or my girl Paya. This game could be amazing, and while I think the first game had a pretty interesting story and definitely did something new, I think we can expand on it and even get more character interactions. However, I really can't see this game ever happening. It's just something I would love to see. And with that, moving on. Okay, so I loved ARMS, and no matter how many problems I think it had, this game is incredible and so much fun. And that's why I think we need a sequel, and I think we are probably going to get one someday. The characters were just so much fun, diving into the lore was surprisingly interesting, and we never got a Little Mac DLC. With all these reasons, a sequel is so straightforward. This is just one that I think is super simple to me, and the more and more I think about it, the more characters we can have, the more music, the more everything we can have. I love the first ARMS, but it's definitely missing some replayability sometimes, and I think you can add even more of that to the second one. Also, adding a proper story mode would be really cool, especially because there is all like this weird lore they had. So please, Nintendo, if anything, make ARMS 2. We just got Elden Ring, but seriously, where is Bloodborne 2 or even Bloodborne card? The first game is one of, if not the best Souls game we've ever gotten, and you can do so much more with it, more bosses and especially more weapons. Well, it's kind of hard to see where the story can go. It's the same way with Dark Souls. Each one is kind of its own era, and I feel like Bloodborne can be the same way. This one is super simple to me, because I just want more of Bloodborne, and unlike Sekiro, I think this game should get a sequel. Don't get me wrong, I also love Sekiro, but that game is kind of the full package, you don't really need to add anything more to it. Now with Bloodborne, you can add so much more, and make an even better game than the first one was. I also just love the base Bloodborne, so this is definitely my first pick for a new game sequel I would love to see, and would absolutely foam at the mouth for it. So thanks for listening to this week's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this, even though it took some time to really think of all these games. I kind of had like 7 games I wanted sequels for, but you know, I couldn't get to 10, so I just shortened it to 5. And I am one of the lucky few where the 2 big games I want sequels for already got them announced, that being Breath of the Wild 2 and Spider-Man. But it's always fun to see what could be, and I do hope we get at least some of these games some days. However, with all that, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!